like to introduce to you your new principal. Actually, your old principal in a new spot. Carol Preston.
Well, hello. You are all the first to fill these seats in this space, and I will tell you, it's very exciting to see this space filled with people and in use. Welcome. Welcome to Roxhill Elementary at Hughes. And we are very excited to show off our space. Very thankful for the work of the community that's helped to put this space together. Thank you to Capital Projects. I just have a lot of thank yous. I feel like I won some sort of reward. And thank you. And thank you to the little people. No, but really, honestly, it has been such an incredible work of partnership. I know it's been going on for years and years, but I came, this is my third year here, and to see where this space started at that point to the place where it's gone has been just phenomenal. And so now it's a bit of a coming home. Originally, this site branched out and several elementary schools were developed from it. Roxhill Elementary at the old site, we were one of those branch out spaces because this place got too full. And now we're at this spot where we get to kind of return home. And it's better than it was to begin with, and it's full of life. It's a bit of the old and a bit of the new, and I think that represents our community. We have a beautiful new playground. We have gorgeous landmark pieces. We have new community members. We have people that went to school here in elementary and all sorts. So I just want to say welcome to this Roxhill, our full service community school. We have a neighbor care program. We have partnership with City here. We'll have partnership with YMCA. We work closely with our community. We have a Friends of Roxhill parent group that raised $100,000 in a community grant to give us this fantastic playground. Together. I do not know if you've ever put together one of these things, but it's like an IKEA set. And it's pretty impressive. So if you ever get a chance to get in on a community build in the future, please jump on that. It's pretty fun. So thank you for that. I'd like to say thank you for the director, Director Harris, the superintendent, Juno for coming, and representatives and community partners for coming. Thank you, Seattle PTSA, for coming. All of these community partnerships are so important to us being able to be successful as a school. We recognize that we don't do it by ourselves, and we're just thankful. Special shout out to Paul White and Ryan, the project manager, and phenomenal work in making sure this vision became real. And I know that it's been down to the wire, but really appreciate how you have put kids first and made this space not a space for grown-ups, but a space for students to grow and be successful now and in the future. And so to that, I would like to turn over the microphone to our president of our Friends of Roxhill, our parent organization. So excited. Now, I'd like to introduce Shauna Leister-Patterson, who is truly a friend of Roxhill. She is a second grade teacher here. She is a parent of a third grader. She is a community member. She's actually walking that whole piece of being involved in the school, living where you work, and all of those pieces. Thank you, Shauna, for your work in getting our playground built and turned around in 18 months like that. It's been incredible, and I really look forward to your work in partnership with the Friends of Roxhill and PTSA and the other community partners so that we can take our school forward further.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Always feels a little bit strange to get the recognition of President of Roxhill. We are a group that equally looks upon each other for ideas and hard work, and job in my community where I can really be a part of what's happening in my neighborhood as a teacher, as a parent, as a community member, and becoming active in my child's school was always something I really wanted to do as a teacher. That's not always easy. So I'm really glad to be given this opportunity to be a part of my community and the place where I work and the place where my children go to school, all in one, and in this great building that has so much history. It's really been rewarding. Friends of Roxhill is a grassroots community-based 501c3, and our primary focus is to serve the needs of our Roxhill community. Through careful planning and support of the community through the Neighborhood Matching Fund, like Ms. Patrick said, we were able to come up with this idea of a playground and the mural, which if you haven't seen is over on the corner, from just, hey, this would be a great idea, we really want to see this happen, to a reality in 18 months. And that was not always easy. We had more than 100 people that were contributing to our dream with their time and their abilities and their energy, and we all work together to make that happen, and that just is what we hope is the first in many community projects that we can partake in here at our school. We're very grateful for the support of Gretchen DeDecker, Min Chu Lee, and Jenny Rose Ryan, who always were keeping us focused on our goal and helping us make sure we were hitting all of the important and always not easy to understand steps of this kind of a project. So we are excited about today and also excited about what the future has in store for us. Thank you.
So 50 miles south of here is Olympia, Washington. In Olympia, Washington, we have 21 Seattle legislators, senators, state representatives. All they do every day is think about how they can improve the city, how they can help schools, safety, and so forth. We have a gentleman today who's going to speak to you. He's a West Seattle resident, a gentleman who has decided that he is going to commit himself to conservation, natural resources, sustainability, the whole green project for the city. Mr. Joe Fitzgibbon was elected to the state legislature in 2010. He's chair of the very important House Environment Committee. He's member of Appropriations, Agriculture, and Natural Resources Committees. He never has any free time. He's also a select committee pension policy member. He's worked for sustainability on many fronts, including expanding transit, making walking and bicycling safer, reducing Washington's greenhouse gas emissions, restoring and protecting natural habitat, cleaning up Puget Sound, and improving Washington's land use laws. He believes the Washington state has a responsibility to be an example for the rest of the world of a state with a thriving and sustainable economy that protects our unique ecosystems, our air, our water, for generations to come. Grew up in Burien, lives in West Seattle, enjoys hiking, biking, traveling, and his dog Stevie. Representative Joe Fitzgibbon.
These amazing educators and community leaders who've worked so hard to make sure that the Roxhill community has this great school to call home. What a beautiful old school that we can now bring back into service for our community. And so this is an exciting day, an exciting celebration. I just want to congratulate the whole Roxhill community on this achievement, this great new school year. Our state capital budget that we passed earlier this year contained a record amount of investment in school construction around the state, over $1 billion. That's more than we've ever spent as a state in capital budget on school construction. And it wasn't easy to get there, but it was because of the support of so many educators and families, public school families throughout our state, including here in West Seattle, that we were able to do that. Of that $1 billion, $7 million went right here to renovate EC Hughes school, $2 million from the School Construction Assistance Program and $5 million from the Distressed Schools Program, which sounds worse than it is. That's a program specifically for renovating beautiful old schools like this and making sure that they can ensure our growing population of students in Washington State have great places to learn. One of the really exciting things about these investments is that we've really prioritized reducing class sizes in kindergarten through third grade. Those are the grades in which we have the most evidence that smaller class sizes really helps student learning, and but that's only possible if there's enough classroom space. And that's part of the achievement here today at EC Hughes, and for all the students at Roxhill. I want to it took a little bit longer for us to get that capital budget done this year. Part of that is because of the historic size of the investment, but and so while it took a little bit longer and Seattle Public Schools had to exercise a lot of patience with the state legislature, we did ultimately get there and made these historic investments. The deficiencies in our built environment for our public schools are severe in Seattle because we have so many old schools like this that really are in need of renovation to bring them up to modern standards. But thanks to the great team, the great project management team, the great team here at Roxhill and at Seattle Public Schools, this is going to be a great place for learning for so many kids in our communities for years to come. So I just want to be here to congratulate you on that today and to celebrate. Thank you.
So many things happened in 1926, 92 years ago. One important thing was, in 1926, on this day, this school opened for the first time, brand new, 92 years ago. And now we're moving back into a nice, modernized school. Seattle Public Schools is a very special partner in helping to pass our school levies. Schools First Seattle is an all-volunteer citizens campaign organization comprised of 30 supporters who work tirelessly to promote our levies. The next one will be February 2019. Schools First Seattle was founded in 1995, 23 years ago, and that was the year our last school levy to have failed crossed the ballot. Since then, Seattle voters have approved every one of our school levies, capital and operations levy. And they're still helping. Ladies and gentlemen, the president of Schools for Seattle, Miss Melissa Palethorpe.
Well, good morning. And as the president of an all-volunteer, citizen-led organization, the best part of my job is actually coming out to these schools and seeing what your tax dollars do to renovate wonderful buildings, to build safe buildings for our kids. So thank you to the team who put all the work in to make this such a great place. As Tom alluded to, we also have, coming up in February of 2019, just about 6 months away, 2 critical levies, and they are replacement levies for what helped to fund a big piece of this building's renovation. And would just ask all of you, as you receive your ballot and talk to your friends and neighbors, to remind them that these buildings would not be what they are without those 2 levies. They're replacement levies. They're even more important today. What Representative Fitzgibbon talked about, the state support, the bulk of the funds for our schools comes from our local levies. So please remember that. Please help us get out the vote. If you want to be more engaged, come up and see me afterwards. We'd be happy to put you to work. Thank you.
Our Seattle School Board does so much for us. They work tirelessly every day, every night it seems like, to make sure that our schools run efficiently and successfully, teaching and learning the #1 priority. The president of the Seattle School Board, a resident of West Seattle, is also the board director for representing District 6, which includes West Seattle and South Park. She attended Fauntleroy Elementary and then Denny Junior High. She lives in Delridge, Westwood, Highland Park neighborhood, and has done so for 25 years. As she said, she's thrilled to be here and deeply thanks the community, school staff, facilities, and operation folks for working together to reopen Roxhill at ECUs. And a special shout out for the collaboration on getting the playfield put together this summer. Ladies and gentlemen, President Leslie Harris.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. We have 54,000 students, either 104 or 106 schools. That's changed in the last couple of weeks, so I need another briefing, staff. We're in the middle of a capacity crisis. We're in the middle of levy confusion and hopefully not fatigue. But this represents the best of the Seattle Public Schools. It represents community. It represents the deep dive that our staff, our teachers, our John Stanford staff, our facilities, our project managers, our community-based partners, giving our children a chance. I could not be more proud and think back to a little PTSD about 12 years ago when they had the hearing to close this school when we were during the round of school closures. And out in the parking lot, the weeds were this high, and we took a tour throughout the school. There were broken windows, there were dead crows, night and day. And we have come so very, very far from those ugly days. And we have farther to go, but we're doing it better than we've ever done before. And we need your help. We need you to hold hands with us. We need you to lift all boats. And when it comes time to make sure that we take care of these assets, both the capital, building assets, and our children, we need you there with us. The other thing that I think is of huge import is as the board is working through the BEX 5 capital levy planning, Title I schools, playgrounds are expected to be on that so that we can, in fact, take care of our children's needs for recreation and play and brain breaks, because all the peer-reviewed literature says that's a good thing and we learn better. In any event, thank you ever so much. We serve at your pleasure, and it's an honor and a privilege.
There are two folks up here on the stage that won't be speaking, but we sure want to recognize them. They work so closely with President Harris. They are Director Jill Geary, and Director Eden Mack. Denise Juneau, our new superintendent of just a few months, member of the Mandan Hidatsa tribe, a descendant of the Blackfeet tribe, as well as the Haida and Tlingit tribes of the Pacific Northwest. Grew up in Montana, earned a bachelor's degree in English from Montana State University, earned her master's from Harvard University. She taught school in North Dakota and Montana, earned a law degree at the University of Montana. In 2008, elected to be the state of Montana's superintendent of public instruction, overseeing all the schools in the state. Re-elected in 2012 to a second term, the first American Indian woman in the United States elected to a statewide office. Grew up near Browning, Montana, right on Highway 2, which runs right through Browning and ends at Puget Sound. Was it destiny that her career would take her west on Highway 2 all the way to Seattle schools? Ladies and gentlemen, Superintendent Denise Juneau.
Was it destiny? I like that line. So welcome, everybody. It's great to see such a packed house here. Welcome to the ribbon cutting ceremony for the opening of the newly modernized Hughes School Building, the new home to Roxhill Elementary School students and staff. So very exciting. And I'm really excited for your principal. I'm excited for the students who will be going to school here this year. And I'm just going to do a series of thank yous as well. First, I want to thank Seattle voters who consistently pass capital levies, which pay for our new and remodeled school buildings, including Hughes School. And I also want to thank the taxpayers of Seattle. We could not provide the excellent education our students deserve without your support. We also want to thank our Seattle state legislators who support our critical capital construction needs. So thank you, Representative Fitzgibbon, for being here. And to our Hughes neighbors, we are thankful that you are part of our community, and we appreciate your patience and understanding during the project. A special thank you to Schools First Seattle, the community-based all-volunteer group who helped pass our levies, so thank you for being here. And we wish again to thank the Hughes School Design Advisory Team and the Building Leadership Team for their important contributions during the planning and design process. If you would raise your hand if you had a part to play in that. So thank you. Finally, a big thank you to our facilities operations team, capital project staff, our architect and construction contractor who have modernized this beautiful school. Students and staff, you waited patiently to move into your new home, which has been planned, designed, and constructed to contribute to an ideal environment for successful teaching and learning. And so, to all Roxhill Elementary School students, staff, families, and to our Hughes neighbors, please, we are excited for this new chapter in the life of your school, and we know that you will help make it so very, very special going into the future. So go Roxhill Stars. Thank you so much for being here.
We're just about to get to the good part. First, the neighbors, thank you so much for being patient, putting up with all the noise, all the traffic. Thank you. To the alumni, would you please stand? The alumni of Hughes School or Roxhill School, please stand. Hey kids, these are the neighbors that are going to watch out for you, okay? The neighbors around here will keep an eye. Very important for our safety. There's a lady in the back row, she doesn't want to be acknowledged, a graduate of ECU's 1949. And I bet there's some others from the 40s and 50s here also. Thanks for coming. We're about to have the ribbon cutting ceremony, but right afterwards, we're going to conduct tours. If you'd like to go on a tour, we will have our tour hosts come right up to the stage. They're going to hold a yellow card up that says tours, and all you have to do is come up and they will take you on a tour.